Hello, hello, testing. 阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，大家晚安好。我还要问一下，今天晚上有要做新皈依的同门吗？有的话要举手，让我知道一下。有 ，OK， 好，谢谢。好，谢谢。哇，怎么位置那么空？能够不能往前坐？因为前面太空了，希望大家后面的同门能往前坐。其实，在现在大殿的位置很多，在佛具部的或者在那个办公室里面坐的同门，希望呢大家能够坐在大殿里面，我们不要在大殿太空荡了，然后大家尽量往前面坐好吗？因为位置太多我们希望在佛具部的同门或在办公室的同门能坐到外面实在外面太空荡的话，真的是不太好吧。希望大家能够合作一下。现在的天气也太冷有些人可能在家或者在度假。今天呢，大殿的位置真的是很多，希望大家呢能往前坐。还有另外一个也要提醒大家，你们的手机有没有调为震动或者WiFi 很重要啦。现在关机应该是不重要的，就是网络上的那种 connect 希望你们的网络那个连接能够关一下，不然的话偶尔突然间有信息进来了就有声音为了庄严同修的时间，还有不要打扰师尊的如此给我们如此珍贵的开示不要打扰。然后希望你们的手机能够调为震动，或在网络上呢能够你们的那个网络能够关掉一下尽量把手机调为静音。谢谢大家的合作。我觉得需要义工帮忙一下，如果位置还是很多，椅子都空荡了，这个白色太明显了，就把它收一下，这样会比较好。然后大家就尽量往前，因为这个空荡太大了，然后那个位置空在里面，觉得真的很不庄严，整个大殿非常不庄严。希望大家合作，因为太明显了，我们地毯是红色，然后椅子是白色。谢谢大家的合作。真佛中美国西雅图雷藏寺同修南无地藏王菩萨本尊法，一会大众恭敬合掌，恭迎无上法王圣尊莲生活佛、师母莲香上师、仁波切及上师团，一会大众唱诵莲花童子心咒。
上西地。
我们一起问候师尊好，师母好，大家好。顶礼坛城做大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽。恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。请师母上座，请仁波切诸位上师、教授师上座，请法师上座，讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德，请就座。我们依照雷藏寺往常的惯例，请第一次来或很久没有来参加同修的同门，请站起来自我介绍，您的法号和来自的国家及道场。我们呢，先从龙边开始。龙边有要自我介绍的吗？第一次来或很久没有来参加的。那个传给他们那个麦克风，连追法师。
Hi, this is my first time here. My name is Ash.
Welcome, Ash.
Just introduce. My name is Lakshmi. I have come to experience this. This is the first time I'm coming here.
Welcome.
Hello, good evening. My name is Ranjit. Yeah, I'm here to experience this wonderful occasion.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Sid.
Welcome. 好，龙边介绍完的话，湖边呢？好吧，大家都很客气，让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎世界各地的众上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德来参加同修。
The group practice this evening is Kstigharba Bodhisattva. Visualize true Buddha lineage, Namo Vairocana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Living Buddha Lian Shen. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to blessings.
Om Guru Nian Sang Siddhi Hom. 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 做四无量观，观想右手边有父系亲人，左手边有
Visualize ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right and from the mother's side on your left, friends and teachers behind you, enemies and karmic creditors in front of you, and all sentient beings together with us practicing until attaining Buddhahood.
精行手印。
Invocation Mudra. Recite purification mantras and the Earth Deity mantra.
Om Siudori Siudori Siumori Siumori Soha. Om Wadaradan Ho Ho Hom. Namo Samanto Modoran Om Duru Duru Deve Soha. 念招请咒 Om Ah Hom Soha. Om Ah Hom Soha. Om Ah Hom Soha.
We sincerely invoke the Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Linsha. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Linsha. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Linsha. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Kstigharba Bodhisattva. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Kstigharba Bodhisattva. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Kstigharba Bodhisattva. Namo Vairukana Buddha at the center. Namo Akshubha Buddha to the east. Namo Amitabha Buddha to the west. Namo Ratnasambhava Buddha to the south. Namo Amoghasiddhi Buddha to the north. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Medicine Buddha. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jade Pond. Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Avalokiteswara Bodhisattva. Namo Manjusri Bodhisattva. Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva. Namo Vajrasattva. Namo Guru Padmasambhava. Namo Mahachundi Buddha Mother, all Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis and divinities, all Buddhas of the train 3 times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, Namo Maha Prajna Paramita. Great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra, second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of the group practice, Kstigharba Bodhisattva, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, four continents and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to all of our civilization. Fourfold refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Armor protection. Form Vajraklapsa mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari.
恭诵一遍高往
Recite
观
High
世
King
音
Guan
经
Yin，
奉
Sutra。
请八大菩萨。南无观世音菩萨摩诃萨，南无弥勒菩萨摩诃萨，南无虚空藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无普贤菩萨摩诃萨，南无金刚手菩萨摩诃萨，南无妙吉祥菩萨摩诃萨，南无除盖藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无地藏王菩萨摩诃萨，南无诸尊菩萨摩诃萨，观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧，佛国有缘，佛法相应，常乐我净，有缘佛法。南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒。南无净光秘密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛，佛告须弥灯王佛，法护佛，金刚藏狮子游戏佛，宝顺佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛，普光功德三王佛，善住功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来显劫千佛，1500佛，万无千佛，500花生佛，百亿金刚藏佛，定光佛，六方六佛名号，东方宝光月典月妙尊音王佛，南方树根花王佛，西方照晚神通焰花王佛，北方月典清净佛，上方无数精进保守佛，下方善济月音王佛，无量诸佛，多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿处佛，弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行诸于地上，即在虚空中，此由于一切众生，各令安稳休息，昼夜修持，求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音，药王菩萨，药上菩萨，文殊师利菩萨，普贤菩萨，虚空藏菩萨，地藏王菩萨，清凉宝山一万菩萨，普光王如来花生菩萨，念念诵此经，七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，春林千地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，春林千地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地。真灵前地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地。真灵前地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵前地，娑哈十方观世音，一切诸菩萨，誓愿救众生，称名悉解脱。若有智慧者，殷勤微解说；但是有因缘，读诵口不错，诵经满千遍，念念心不绝。火焰不能伤，刀兵利摧者，会怒生欢喜，死者变成火。莫言此事虚，诸佛不忘说。高往观世音，能救诸苦厄。临危急难中，死者变成火。诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。持诵满千遍，众罪皆消灭。后福坚信者，专攻受此经，愿以此功德普及于一切。诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。高往观世音经中，共念7遍往生咒。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，智多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比。阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，智多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶， 多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色丹波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼卡卡那最多迦尼娑含南无阿弥陀佛耶多他卡多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色丹波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼卡卡那最多迦尼娑含南无阿弥陀佛耶多他卡多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色丹波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼卡卡那最多迦尼娑含南无阿弥陀佛耶多他卡多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色丹波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼卡卡那最多迦尼娑含南无阿弥陀佛耶多他卡多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色丹波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼卡卡那最多迦尼娑含所结大白莲花童子手印，
From
观想
Padma
大白
Kumara
莲花
Mudra,
童子三光加倍，
visualize the
持
empowerment of
莲
the
花
three
童
lights
子
by
行走
Padma
21
Kumara.
遍。
Recite the
嗡咕噜
mantra
年生
21
悉地吽，
times.
嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽。嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽，嗡咕噜年生悉地吽。所结地藏王菩萨本尊手印，先观空，念观空咒。Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Sutto Hang. Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Sutto Hang. Om Sopawa Sutta Sarva Dharma Sopawa Sutto Hang. 观想虚空中有一个月轮，月轮中有一个黄色的种子字哈字放大白光。观想月轮的哈字旋转，化为一尊头戴五佛冠、穿袈裟、全身白色的地藏王菩萨，双手捧光明宝珠坐莲台。
Holding a luminous pole.
观想宝珠
Visualize
放
the
光
pole
照
to emit
灌
bright
行者，
light,
行
shining
者
and
全
entering
身
into
清
our
净光
body.
明。
Our whole body
同
becomes
时，自己
pure
心
and
轮开
radiant.
放成为一朵
At
莲
the same
花。
time, our heart
莲
chakra
花心中
opens to
有月
become a
轮，
lotus blossom
月轮中
with the
心
moon
有
disk
一
at
个
its
种子
center.
哈字，
At the center of the
哈
moon
字
disk,
放
there
光
is a
射
sit
到地
syllable
藏王
ha.
菩萨，进入中
Visualize
脉
the sit
作为
syllable
心中
ha,
莲台。
emitting light,
以盘
invoking
指尖，
Kstigharba
自
to
己与
enter
地
into
藏
our
王菩
central
萨
channel
融
and to
合
be
成
seated
一，
on the
不
lotus
可
throne.
分
With the
离。
snap of the fingers, we merge with Kstigharba Bodhisattva.
"此地藏王菩萨心咒108遍，先做持念珠观想。
108 times.
此咒 Om ha 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 ve samaye soha. 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 Ha 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 ve samaye soha. Om 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 ha ha 哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈嗡哈哈哈为什么耶梭哈做9节佛风有三摩地
Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing, enter into samadhi.
加持八大本尊心咒及念佛。
Recite that mantras of the principal deity and King Buddha Amitabha.
Om Panamo Nindorin Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soha. Om Zeri Zuri Zunti Soha. Om Zambala Chalong Chalaye Soha. Om A Hom Beja Guru Bema Siti Hom Se. Om A Hom Guru Be Aha Sasamaha Lien Seng Siti Hom. 德亚他 Om 贝卡泽亚贝卡泽亚玛哈贝卡泽亚拉扎萨摩卡德梭哈。 南无36万亿1万9500
36 trillion 119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to 36 trillion 119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha.
请大家起念，请佛注释祈愿文。具
Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in Sahavu. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness, the virtues and marvelous Tantrika, all Buddhas of the 10 directions of the Buddha lands as numerous as grains of sand, all Bodhisattvas who are full of compassion toward all beings, Herukas Dhammapas, Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salve his deluded ones. 3 jewels, eminent wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and their body lies on his Vajra body. For the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciple of Buddha, plead that you stay in this hour to turn the Dhamma wheel, to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Recite the mantra of longevity Buddha 108 times and dedicate the merit to the health and longevity of Holiness Guru.
Om Amanoni Juvendi Soha. 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 Amanoni Juvendi Soha. Om 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 Amanoni Amano Nitu Wendi Yeso Ha. Om 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 Amano Nitu Wendi Yeso Ha. Amano Nitu Wendi Yeso Ha. Om 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 Amano Nitu Wendi Yeso Ha. 回向，地藏本愿深如海，地狱不空不
Kstigharba's
成
vow
佛
is，as deep
地
as the
狱人
ocean to
天
attain
大菩
Buddhahood
萨，
only
众
after
生
hell
度
is
尽
empty.
正菩提
The。great
愿同
Bodhisattva
念
who
佛者，
benefits
同
humans and
生极乐
heavens to
国，
deliver them
上
all
报
before
四种
attaining
堪，
Bodhi.
虽自以三途苦，见佛
May all
了
uphold
生
the
死，
Buddha, ascend
如
the realm
佛
of
度
utmost
一
bliss,
切
gain。fourfold
真佛
generosities
中
from
众弟
above,
子一
aiding those
心
in the
祈
three
愿，
realms below.
大
Upon
愿
seeing
地
the
藏
Buddha, may
王
we
菩
transcend
萨
life and
以
death.
掌上
Like the
光
Buddha,
明
may
宝
we
珠
liberate
的
all.
光临，
To Buddha
神威
disciples
加倍，
wholeheartedly
圣
pray
尊，
to the
身
great
体
Bodhisattva
健康，
Kstigharba
自在长
that by
寿，
your bright
大
and
转
majestic
法
power
轮，
of
祈
your
愿
call,
大力
bless
使
our
者
lineage
随
Guru
身
with
富
good
有
health
圣
and
尊，一
longevity,
切
to
灾
turn the
厄
Dharma
化
wheel with
解，
great
行住
self-mastery.
坐卧皆
Please
平
always
安
accompany
吉
His
祥。
holiness and transform all calamities so that
恭
He can
敬
live
法
with
王
peace
圣
and
尊
ease.
莲生活佛作众回向。
Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lien Sheng to perform the overall merit dedication. Homage to the Kstigharba Bodhisattva with great vow. Homage to the Kstigharba Bodhisattva with great vow. Homage to the Kstigharba Bodhisattva with great vow. We pray to the Bodhisattva to please be compassionate, to bless the Bardo spirits, to be purified and be reborn into the Pure Land. We pray to the Bodhisattva to please be compassionate to the beings in the six paths, and to please purify their karma, to eradicate their karma. We pray to Kstigharba Bodhisattva so that all participants have good health, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transformed into auspiciousness. May they have strong commitment in spiritual cultivation. And please eradicate all sicknesses due to ghosts and gods. Homage to Kstigharba Bodhisattva with great vows. We pray that you bless all participants and all their families so that they can be diligent in chanting the Buddha's name to practice the tantric dharma practices, that in the development stages they can cultivate step by step, and in the perfection stage they can practice the qi channels and light drops and have attainments in them. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Kstigharba Bodhisattva to please bless us. Please bless the deceased spirits so that they can cultivate wholeheartedly to benefit both the living and the dead. Kstigharba Bodhisattva, we pray for good fortune and ample resources, harmony, love and respect, eradication of calamities, subjugation of all wandering and evil spirits. May all of our prayers be granted. Namo Kstigharba Bodhisattva. Gods in heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all enemies and enmities disappear. May all obstructions disappear. We say 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Sato samaya manupanaya pizza sato tenu paticha jejo me pawa soto kayu me pawa sopo kayu me pawa anurato me pawa sawa sidi me puraya cha sawa karma sutta me jitamu sidi ren guru hom ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata pizza mami mencha pezza pawa maha samaya Sato ahom pe om peja sato samaya manupanaya 贝扎萨多丁努巴迪查，这周美巴瓦，苏多卡约美巴瓦，苏布卡约美巴瓦，安诺拉多美巴瓦，萨瓦哈西迪美布拉亚查，萨瓦哈嘎尔玛苏查美吉达姆西迪人格罗合，哈哈哈哈呵，巴嘎文萨瓦达塔嘎达，贝扎玛米门查，贝兹巴瓦玛哈萨玛亚，萨多阿吽培唵贝扎萨多萨玛亚呵玛努巴那亚，贝扎萨多德努巴迪查，这周美巴瓦，苏多卡约美巴瓦，苏布卡约美巴瓦，安诺拉多美巴瓦，萨瓦哈西迪美布拉亚查，萨瓦哈嘎尔玛苏查美吉达姆西迪人格罗合，哈哈哈哈呵，巴嘎文萨瓦达塔嘎达，贝扎玛米门查，贝兹巴瓦玛哈萨玛亚，萨多阿吽培。做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸
Great
佛。
homage using visualization first to the Guru and all Buddhas.
回天心三印，二拜
Second to
诸
all
菩萨。
Bodhisattvas.
嗡啊吽，观想
Visualize
顶
full procession on
回
the
天
ground
心
in
三印
Samudra.
三拜
Third to
诸
all
法
Herukas
金
and
刚
Dharma
嗡
protectors.
啊吽，观想
Visualize full
回
procession on the
天
ground
心
in
三印
Samudra.
是平等
Fourth
一起
half
手
bow.
念圆满咒
Recite
唵
completion
不灵唵不灵唵不灵唵嘛呢呗咪吽。让我们以热烈的掌声感
Now
谢
let's
根
give
本
a
传承
round
上
of
师法
applause
王圣
to
尊
show
莲
our
生活
utmost
佛，
gratitude
加
to His
持同
Holiness
修圆满吉祥。
for His blessing to this group practice.
敬献哈达，
Now
一回
the
大
offering
众
of
恭敬
Hatha.
合掌，请真佛宗释莲花必真上师代表全体弟子向法王圣尊莲生
Now
活
we
佛
would like to
请法开
invite
示，以表最
Vajra
崇高敬意。
Master Bijjan to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the Linsud Guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Tip-in. 没有呢。有这个，也不是哎。
请大家一起虔诚恭敬合掌，
是
恭请根
这个
本上师
旁边的
法王圣尊
不是这个
莲生活
这旁边
佛做
的
宝贵的法语开示。
Now let us all join our palms with the greatest reverence. And together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Buddha Dharma teaching.
敬礼两名和尚，
Homage to the Venerable Gurus.
敬礼萨迦正空上师，
Homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya
16
Zeng Kong.
世大报号
Homage
卡玛巴，
to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa.
敬礼图登大吉上师，
Homage to Master Dubdan Dorji.
敬礼坛城三宝，
Homage
敬礼今天同
to
修
the
的
three jewels of the altar.
地藏王菩萨，
Homage to the main deity of the group practice tonight, Kstigharba Bodhisattva.
丹真嘎措，各位上师、教授
Semu,
师、
Tanzen Katso,
师、讲
all
师、
Dharma masters, Dharma educators,
堂主。
Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet.
今天我们与会的贵宾是驻
And
瑞典兼挪威
our participating VIPs today are
廖大使东
the
周
Taipei rep to Sweden and Norway, Ambassador Tong Zhou Liao and his wife, Dharma Sister Judy,
中国中委会会计师
and accountant to True Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa,
西城时报行销经
and
理
from Seattle China
江美
Times,
玉小姐，
the sales manager, Miss Jiang.
大家晚安，大家好，
Good evening, everyone. How do you do?
你好，大家好。今天晚上我们是修地藏菩萨本尊法。
This evening we practice
那
Kstigharba
今
Bodhisattva
天我没有
as
看
the
到
main
很多
deity,
的有民众排队，
but I didn't see
我要
many
这个
spirits
红包
getting in line
地
wanting
藏
some
上
red
师
envelopes
有了
from
一
me.
个红包，那这
And
是我的了。
Master Pijan gave me a red envelope, and that's mine.
这个他们要红包的时候我没有，我有红包的时候他们不要。
When they wanted the red envelopes, I didn't have any.
这个
Now
是
that I have a red envelope, they didn't want any.
就是很奇怪的一件事情，很多事情都是这样子的。
A lot of things is strange like this.
人生的事情实在是很难讲，想求的时
A
候
lot of things difficult to say. When you want it, you cannot have
想
it.
求的时候
When you don't want it, it comes from heaven.
像我们那个
It falls from the sky.
在台湾得到这个威力彩的
Like the one in Taiwan who got the
威力彩
Taiwan lottery,
这位同门，
the
其实
jackpot,
他也不是说
that disciple
想求什么，
did not ask for anything. And inadvertently, he or she got it.
就自然他就赐给他。
Naturally, it was bestowed upon him or her.
那有时候啊，我们
And
认真起来
sometimes
这一期
we bought it very seriously
那个那天看到的
for
放
this
财神
period.
有4大袋，
Like Grandma said, there were 4 huge bags of
以为他
bills
只是得到1
during
袋，
the yellow jambala.
剩下还有3袋。
And she may have thought that
那天是讲4大袋的钞票，
the other person only got 1 bag, and there were still 3 bags
人
left.
家得到威力彩先得到1大袋，
So the Taiwan lottery was 1 huge bag. There should be 3 bags left. So she kept buying it day after day
结果一次发了这个几百几千的这样子买，
and spent hundreds or thousands of dollars.
没有，
And
到最后
the
两
result
空空。
is nothing. She returned empty-handed.
所以有时候啊，你真正想要去求的
So
时候
sometimes
什么都没有
when you really want
不
something, you
求
don't
的
get
时候它自
anything.
然来。
And when you don't want it, it comes naturally. That's destiny.
啊，很多事情啊，事与愿违，事与愿违。
A lot of things
有时候啊，是不是想念某一个人啊，希望这个人赶快出现，
against your wish.
他就通通都没消息。
Like when Grandmaster
把它放
really
弃
wished someone to appear and
不再去
no
想它
news.
嘣
And when I don't think of this person anymore. All of a sudden, he or she appears. So this kind of things happens. It's very strange. So it's like just going back and forth. It's like the heavens is arranging all the destiny, and when you come to a certain crossroads or certain path, it's destined to go certain ways. However, you still should put in your efforts. So, Kstigharba Bodhisattva is one of the 8 great bodhisattvas with great vows, and he's very diligent. So this diligence of the 6 paramitas, including giving, precepts, patience and endurance, diligence, wisdom, and meditation. So of the 6 paramitas of bodhisattvahood, one of them is diligence. But diligence applies to charity, keeping precepts, endurance, meditation, and also wisdom. So each of these other parameters also need diligence. And Kstigharba Bodhisattva is a very diligent Bodhisattva. So today, I'm talking about diligence. I just use myself as an example. Every day, doesn't matter how many minutes I have left, I will paint a painting. Sometimes I only have 10 minutes left. I can still paint a painting. Or I only have half an hour. I can paint a painting. Or 1 hour, I can also paint a painting. So painting is one of my diligence, something that I have to do every day. It's 10 minutes before dinner, 6 o'clock. Then I find a way to finish one painting. It's the same with the spiritual cultivation or practice. Every single day, I have to merge with the Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas have to enter into my body, and I enter into the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So I enter, and enter me is very special in Tantrayana. We have to be in union with the Yidam, that the Yidam and I are indistinguishable. That I have to enter into Yidam and the Yidam enters into me. I have to do it every single day. Even if it's already 2 a.m., I still have to do it. But I can choose for how long. Because it's really too late. But at least I would do that merging. I enter and enter me for 10 minutes. I have to do my Dharma practice to do the I enter and enter me every single day. That I enter into the Bodhisattva and the Bodhisattva enters into me. That's the homework that I have to do in my spiritual cultivation, and I have to do it every day. Like chanting mantras, chanting the sutras. So chanting sutra, mantras, doing dharma practice, I enter and enter me, entering samadhi, meditation. These are my homework every single day. I cannot forget them. Kstigharba Bodhisattva is a very diligent Bodhisattva. And also about writing, just the same. Every single day I have to write my book. And I always write 2 pages. So 2 pages. And a book, 100 sheets of papers would make 1 book. So that would be in 100 days. So 1 book in 100 days. Oh, 50 days. 100 pages in 50 days. And that's equal 1 book. So I can finish 1 book in each 50 days. So now I'm writing book number 277. From my college years, I started to write books until now. When I was in college, I have written 4 books. And afterwards, I continued to write. I've been continuing until now. And now I have written 277 books. Every day, 2 pieces, 2 sheets of paper. So this kind of steadfastness, perseverance is the same as Kstigharba Bodhisattva's. That's my responsibility. My responsibility in the Saha world to deliver sentient beings by writing books every single day. Now,
in Seattle, Lezang Temple, Tokdama, and the Sunday, every Sunday, afternoon, 3 o'clock, in Rumpo Lezang Temple, fire offering. 这都是一定的。
that is fixed for sure. I never take a break. Like at the Taiwan temple, I also never take a break. Like even when I had cellulitis, I didn't take a break. Even when I was hospitalized, I carried the swollen and heavy leg with the IV and went to the Taiwan temple and continued giving the Dharma teaching. I never asked for any leave of absence or take a break on Saturdays and Sundays. And then I give people blessings on the heads. And the disciples said, "What? You have swollen leg, then why do you still give blessings to disciples?" But here at the Seattle temple, it's like small potato chips. I finished it in 5 minutes. But the blessings at the heads in Taiwan temple takes 2 hours.
1 hour and a half.
Or 1 hour and a half.
到 2 hours.
To 2 hours.
那一次摸顶啊，我这个蜂窝腺脚肿起来，蜂窝腺组织炎的时候啊，他们搬个椅子给我坐，一只脚抬着，这样子一个摸顶。
So when I had the cellulitis, they placed a chair for one of my legs so that I can place it on it, and I continued to give blessings on the heads one by one. I still did it. So thinking about it, this is a kind of responsibility, my responsibility in the Saha world. Nowadays, many people call themselves to be really great, and many Rinpoches that claim to be a reincarnation of Adharma Buddha. That's the primordial Buddha. That's great Rinpoche. However, nobody recognizes him as the reincarnation of Adharma Buddha. So Adharma Buddha is the greatest. They should be called Dorje Chang. That's the Adharma Buddha, the primordial Buddha. And his reincarnation would be the greatest. And some people call himself a reincarnation of Guru Padmasambhava or Guru Rinpoche. So Guru Rinpoche's reincarnation is the same as Guru Padmasambhava's reincarnation. That would be really great, because for Tibet, Guru Rinpoche was the first one that entered into Tibet to propagate Buddha Dharma. So his reincarnation is also great. But I don't care how great or whether someone is great or not. All I learn is to have the spirit of Kstigharba Bodhisattva. He's very diligent. He made extremely great vow without truly great origin. Padma Kumara is just an emanation of Amitabha Buddha. And many people have the status of Padma Kumara. And in the past, people never heard of Padma Kumara. He's not so great. He's just a playful youth at the Western paradise of Amitabha Buddha. So they're just playful youth in the Donghuang caves. Not so great. But no big deal. Grandmaster, it just strives for diligence. We can compete. So as a Dorje Chang, how many books have you written? Do you practice diligently every single day? See, I have produced at least 5,000 paintings. So it's a kind of responsibility. So I have this mind of duty, responsibility, and diligence, perseverance. So your responsibility is delivering sentient beings. Your practice, your writing, your painting, this is your homework every day, and you have to complete them. And if you have this sense of responsibility, that means you have diligence. By having this, you would have attainment. Otherwise, even if you say how great you are, the incarnation of Adharma Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, or Vairocana Buddha, but you're lazy, then you're not qualified to be even a
因为今天我们
bodhisattva.
在做修行的功夫啊，
So
你必须
today,
要有
in
经验跟
performing
责
our
任。
spiritual cultivation, you have to have the
总有一
diligence
天啊，
and
你不要嫌
responsibility.
说哦，嫌说我每天做得很累了，明天再来，
You cannot say that,
明
oh,
天
I'm
再
so
来
tired
修，
today, I'll
明
just
天
do it
再
tomorrow.
修，今天实在是太累，
I'm
明
really
天再
so
来修，不
tired
能有
today.
这种想法。
You cannot think like
这种
that.
想法到最后都会变成一事无成。
Because if you're like that, you would attain nothing.
我常常讲一句话：每天做好
I
自己
often
的小
say,
事，
if
就
you
是做大
do
事。
your things every single day,
其
although
实
they're
读书也
small,
是一样的，
it
读
would
书也
comprise to
同样
big
的，
things.
每天
The
做好
same
今
in
天
your
的功课，
study. If you
将
complete
来
your
成
homework
就的不
today,
是你自己。
in the future you would succeed.
所以我
The
们修行
success
是
will
一
be
样，
yours.
像
The
大
same
雁
in
教
spiritual
好地讲，
cultivation,
我刚刚所
like
看到
the
的，
Kstigharba
就是
Bodhisattva with
大
the
雁
greatest
地藏
vow.
菩萨以他的光明，真
What
正
I
的
saw
光明珠，
earlier
它变得很大，
is Kstigharba
就像雷上
Bodhisattva
是这
with
么大，
his bright
这样
radiant
大的光
pearl
明珠
as
的
big
光
as
芒
this
一直
temple,
照着你，
and the
很让你
the
觉得
shining light
你的
is
身心都
radiating
非常的
upon
愉
you
悦。
to make your body and mind truly joyous and happy.
菩萨很慈悲，
The Bodhisattva is very compassionate.
用他
Kstigharba
的光明珠
Bodhisattva is compassionate.
泛化出来，
He used
而
his
且
bright
呢
pearl
照着所有我们出了所有的
and radiating
弟子，
toward all true Buddha school
都能够
disciples
沐浴在他的光明之中。
so that we are showered amidst his bright radiance.
其实我也自己这样子感觉到，我说修行啊，没有什么。
I also
什么
felt
叫做
this way.
哇，这个是大菩萨转世，这是大佛来
Oh,
转
this is
世，
a
这
reincarnation
是
of
莲花
great
生大师来
Bodhisattva
转
or
世，
the
这是
great
阿底峡
Buddha
尊
or
者
Guru
来转
Padma
世。
Sambhava or
后红
Atisha.
旗是阿底峡尊者，前红旗是莲花生大师。
Like for the latter, Dharma
这是
propagation
这个
in Tibet
藏密
is
宗派的
Atisha, and for the
宗喀巴
former,
来转世，
Dharma
都没有
propagation was Guru Padma Sambhava or the reincarnation of Guru Tsongkhapa. That's
所
no
以
big
佛
deal.
陀讲了一句话：不要比大，
Therefore,
大
Sakyamuni
家不要
Buddha
比谁最大
said,
谁最大，
please
哪
do
个大。
not compare who
然后
is
我
bigger.
我去皈依的都是
Or the
最大的。
Guru that I took refuge in, they're
不要
all
这样子
the
想，
greatest. Please don't think this way.
什么才是大？释迦牟尼佛讲了一句话：
So Sakyamuni Buddha
一
said,
道
what
合
is
则
the
大，
greatest is the one who is in
一道
union
合
with
则
the
大，就是
Tao or the way.
佛陀这样子讲。
So
你
the
不要
Buddha
比
said
大
this
比
way,
小，不要比，
please don't
你只要
compare
跟道
who's bigger,
合一
who's
了，
smaller.
这个就最大。
Because as long as you're in
我
union
们
with
这
the
个密
Tao
教
or
的
the
弟子
way,
记
then
得，
you would be the
你只要
greatest.
跟佛合一了，
As the tantric disciples,
跟
please
你的本
remember,
尊合一了，
if you're in union with the Buddha,
切切实
with
实
your
你跟你的
yidam,
本尊合一了，
if
那就是
you are
最大。
truly in union with your yidam, then you would be the greatest.
啊，我们今天再讲一点道果。
Today we will continue to talk about Lamdre.
啊，刚刚谈到这个责任，
Just now we talk about responsibility.
回顾2019年，你前年当中坚持做到的一件事是什么？
In 2019, the one that you
2019
persisted
年，我们现在是
that you
2020
persisted to
1
do all year.
你回顾你2019年，
So now it's
你
January
前
4th,
年坚持
2020th.
做到的
But
一件
thinking
事
back
是什
in the
么？
year 2019, what
With
thing do
Raja.
you always do you persisted to do
他的答案是这样
throughout
子
the year?
每
The
天帮
answer
手机充电。
is to charge your cell phone.
真的，我讲过了，师尊没有智慧型的手机，没有智慧型的手机。
Grandmaster does not have a smartphone
因为我只要有手机，会占据我很多的时间。
because
很多的时间
by
都会消
having
耗
those
在
cell
手机上。
phones, I would spend a lot of time on it
我这一生的目的就是修行，
because
还
the
有
purpose of this life is to cultivate spiritually and to spread the Buddha Dharma.
我们看看啊，看看道果。
Now let's check on
因
Lamdre.
此，具殊胜之所依者，以其脉为
Therefore,
会
if
具
one
化
has a
身
supreme
之
body
引
to rely on,
脉
then
之
one's
会
channels are the
具
start of
报
affinity
身之缘
of
起
the accumulated transformation or
戒
emanation
甘露
body,
为会具
and
化
one's seeds
身
are the
之
start
缘
of
起
affinity of the
气为
accumulated
会
reward
具
or light
气
body,
甚
and one's ambrosia is the
圣
start
根
of
之缘
affinity of
起
the accumulated dharma body, and one's chi is
因
the
为你在
start of
修行
affinity
当
of the
中啊
accumulated intrinsic body.
依照你自己的本身的身体所修炼的，
Because
这是
in
内化
spiritual
方面。
cultivation is you
依
practice
照你自己身体
according
的
to
传承
your
去
body,
修炼。
to the altars of your
修行
body,
绝对
to
不是说
practice.
啊，一
S-
般的
Spiritual
像布
cultivation,
施啦、慈悲啊，去帮助人啊，
the
这一
general
方面的事
things
情，
like charity,
属于资粮
compassion,
道，
helping
属于
others
资粮
are
道，它
considered
是
to
得
be
到
on the
你自
path
己
of merit
本身
accumulation,
未来的福报，
so
你
that you
做的会
gain
得
the
到
good
未来的福报，
fortunes and
你的
marriage
福
in the
分。
future.
真正在内法修行的时候啊，
But in the inner
你
tantric
因为
practices,
依持了你殊
it's
胜的你的
because
身体，
you rely
你的
on
身
your
体非常的
supreme
殊胜，
body, that your body
由
is
你身
extremely
体
supreme,
其中的脉，
and by
它本身
the
的
channels in your body,
会由脉而产生了法身，由脉
the
你
channels
证
of your
明了
body
法身，
can
由脉就可以
generate
证明
and
到法身，
confirm the Dharma body.
由脉质会证明到报
And
身，
your
由
channel
脉质
seeds
会
can
到报身。
confirm the reward
由
body
戒
or Sambhoga
甘露
Kaya,
明点
and your
会
ambrosia or
证
light
明到
drops
法身的
can
缘起
confirm
化身哦，刚刚
the Dharma
由脉
body,
是证
or
明
the
到
channels
化
are
身。
to
那么这个
confirm
化身这两个字，
the emanation
我们一
body or
般
Nirmana
来
Kaya.
谈就是报身，报身。
So
报身
transformation
啊
body,
报身就是我们
emanation
像
body
我
or
现
physical
现在这
body,
个我们称为报身。
like us now.
我们现
We
在
call
自己
it
的身
or
体就
call
是报
them
身，
Sambhoga Kaya.
由脉
I mean
质
Nirmana Kaya,
质就
Nirmana
是
Kaya.
凡质了，有凡质的缘起。
And the
哦，戒
seeds
甘露会具
or
法身
Sanskrit
的缘起，
syllables are the
脉
start of
质会成
affinity
为
of the
报
Sambhoga
身、
Kaya
化身，
or reward body,
这是报
light
身、
body.
化身、应身。哦，化身是应身呐、我刚刚讲的哦，乱掉，因为有几
So
个
I
身，一
said
个
it
叫做
wrong earlier.
应
There are
身，
several bodies.
一个
One
叫
is
报身，
Nirmana
一个叫
Kaya,
法身，
Sambhoga
一个叫做
Kaya,
体性身，
Dharma
这四个身。
Kaya, and
四个身。
intrinsic
那我们人呢，
body.
就是属于应身，
And human beings are
外
considered
才
the
是报
nirmana
身，
kaya.
戒甘露就是明
And
点，
the seeds
明
are
点是
the
法身，
sambhoga kaya,
那么
light
气
drops, dharma kaya,
这个气，我
and the
们修的
qi
气
or vital
叫做
energy
体性身的缘起，
are
它
the
是这样子分
start
别。
of affinity for the intrinsic body.
这个会比较深一点，
This is rather
4
profound.
个身，
Four
就是
bodies
应
or four
身、
kaya.
报身、法身，
So
体性身
nirmana kaya, sambhoga kaya,
把
dharma kaya,
这个
and
果位分成
intrinsic
4种身，
body.
分成4种。
So the fruitions are divided into these four kayas of four
缘
bodies.
起之际为何？
And
颂
what is
云
the occasion of the
时
start
有
of
纪元
affinity?
其所生。
The
时
verse
有
said,
是
by
身
having the
口意
occasion
三
of the
门
start of
分别
affinities
所设之时有，其一
generates.
为以文思
By
邪
having
测
is having
观
the
点
three doors,
禅定
what
等
the
作
three
为
doors of
清
body,
净
speech,
之
and
瑜伽
mind
士的
separately
时有，
attracting.
时
So
有
by
缘起所生。
hearing,
现在在学
contemplating,
佛，
training, empowerment,
那么
meditating,
经过好几样，
performing
一个
all
是
the
闻思，
purification.
你听到了，
So in our Buddhist studies,
听到佛
we
法以后，你是思想，
go through
你去
the listening
叫
and
做闻思。
contemplating. So
啊，
after
在
you
修行的
listen
时
to the
候，
Buddha
你是必
Dharma,
须要
you
你去
think
依
and
止一个师父，
contemplate.
听他说法，
So in our studies, you need to
那你听
rely
他
on the
说法的时
Guru
候，
and
你就
listening
听
to
到了，
him
啊，
teaching
经过你
Dharma
的思想，
by
这个叫做
hearing,
闻思。
and then you're thinking.
那么邪处
That's called hearing and
你
thinking.
去依止一个上师，
And by
这
relying
个
on a
上师就是
Guru,
你的邪处，
so this
你学
Guru
习的地方。
is the place of your
你到哪里
study.
去学习呢？
Where do you
到
go
西
to
雅图雷
study?
藏寺去学习。
To the True Buddha School
就是
Seattle
协助。
Temple. That's
第
your
三
place
灌
of study. And
你
then
得到什么
empowerment.
灌顶呢？
What kind of empowerment have you received?
这个灌顶就是修行的次第。
So the
授权
empowerments
所谓
are the
灌顶，其
stages
实
of
真
your
正的
spiritual
意义在授
cultivation.
权。
Empowerments
授权
are
给你
like
些
permission. I
升
give you
起次第的
permission
法。
to study the Dharma practices
我
of the
授权给
generation
你第二
stages.
种灌顶，我
I
授权
give you permission
让你学习圆满次第的法，这是
Say
第二种授权。
that's the second kind of
我
permission.
授权
Give you permission to
给你些
practice the
智慧
completion
灌
Dharma
顶，
practices.
授权给你些无上密
Or I
度的
give you
法。
permission for you to study
第
the
四个是
wisdom
我授
empowerment,
权
which
给
is
你
the
得
highest
到
Yoga Tantra.
大
And for
圆
the
满
fourth
接
one,
近于
I give you
成道的
permission
法，
to practice the great
这是
completion
四种灌顶，
Dharma
密教有这四种
practices,
灌顶。
which is the closest to
然后禅定就
uh,
是入山昧定，
attainments of Buddhahood.
这个最重要。
And then meditation is
入山昧
entering
定
into
是什么呢？
samadhi, and this is the
是
most
你
important. What is
自己
entering
本
into
身
samadhi?
进到佛里面，
Is you are entering
佛进
into the
到你里
Buddha,
面，
and the Buddha enters into
二
you,
者回一，
and the
一
two
又化为
becomes
零，
one,
进
and
入
one
了空
becomes
性
zero,
里面，
and you enter into the
这
empty
个就是
nature.
禅定。
That is meditation.
一就是禅定，
One is
没有
meditation.
二。
There is no two.
所以我们讲那个相对论来讲，
So
所谓的
in
相
the
对论
theory of
就是二，
relativity, it's about dualism,
有
about
善
two.
有
When
恶，
there's good, there's bad.
有黑，有
There's
白，
black and
有
white.
天，
There's heaven and
有
earth.
有女，
There's man and
这是
woman.
相对论。
That's the theory of
这是相对论。
relativity.
但是在禅定里面就是一，
However, in terms of meditation,
是
there's
绝对。
only one, absolute.
你学学佛，
When
到最
you
后都要
study
禅定。
Buddhism, you have to enter into meditation. And meditation is all about one. And from one returns to zero. In Taoism, there is this statement, the three treasures of Taoism is the spirit, energy, and essence. So practicing the qi to enter into the spirit, practicing the spirit to enter into the essence, and practicing the essence to return to the Tao. Those are the stages in Taoism. And in meditation, you're in union with the Tao. That would be the true meditation. And what is the phenomena of being one with the Tao? Only meditators who have reached that realm can know, because it is beyond words, cannot be described by words. So this is what the pure yogi has. So in Tantrayana, the three doors of body, speech, and mind, we know that in tantric practices, we practice to purify our body, speech, and mind. Mind purification is for you to train in the pure visualization. And the speech purification is to teach you to chant mantra. When you chant mantra, your speech is pure. And the body purification is to teach you to form the mudra, to symbolize your body, the mudras. So by using the three doors of the body, speech, and mind, you practice. That's what the statement. And the occasion, any inferior meditation will rise to continuum and to merge into the four actions to accumulate the five strata of affinity. This statement is very difficult to explain. Any master? So at any moment, if you are in full concentration, that's the continuum of the meditation. Please don't be disorderly. You always focus in all your life. Like Grandmaster, when I paint, I am in concentration. Because if I am chaotic, then the stroke of my brush would be wrong. When I write, I'm also in full concentration. Each character, each punctuation, they're all orderly. And you don't make mistake. Or if there is a mistake, you correct it right away. So when you write, you're in concentration, and then that would be Zen. So the continuum of the meditation doesn't mean that you sit in meditation. It means that even when you write, you're in meditation. When you paint, you're in meditation. When you walk, that's the walking meditation. When you sleep, that's the sleeping meditation. So that's what it calls the continuum of the meditation, which is in this state. Any inferior meditation rises to the continuum and merges into the 4 actions, accumulating the 5 start of affinity. The start of affinity rises to the all spiritual experiences of the yogi by relying on the channels, chi and body accumulation. So the 4 actions are the chi, channels, seeds, and ambrosia. And then the 5 start of affinity, which we mentioned earlier. So the start of affinity generates is because of the spiritual experiences of the yogi, relying on the channels, energy, and body. Like the spiritual experiences, last week, what spiritual experience that Grandmaster had was the vision of seeing the spirits coming, wanting red envelopes from me. And the spiritual experience of today's group practice is the Kstigharba Bodhisattva's pole emitting bright radiance, and you felt that the bright radiance entered into your body. That's considered to be spiritual experiences. In the ancient time, a monk and a butcher were good friends. In the morning, the monk got up to chant sutra, and the butcher got up to kill the pigs. So they made a pact to wake each other up. And after many years, they both died, and the butcher went to heaven. The monk fell into hell. Why? Because the butcher did good work every day to wake up the monk to chant sutra. That's why the butcher went to heaven. And the monk every day wake the butcher up to kill. So that's why he went to hell. Because the butcher asked the monk to chant sutras. So the butcher had good merit. And the monk waked the butcher up to kill. So the monk actually violated the precept. There's some similar joke like that. A priest that's been a priest for a long time and went to hell, and a driver went to heaven. And this is the start of affinity, because when the priest gave a sermon, all the people below fell asleep. So the priest did not have any merits, any good merits. So finally, he
那个
went
司
to
机为
hell.
什么会上天堂？
But the driver got to
因为那
heaven.
个司机啊，
Why? Because when he
开车的
drove,
时候乱开，然后
he
开
drove
公
really
公共
badly.
汽车啊，开
He
这个巴
drove
士
a
的时候乱
bus,
开，但所有的乘客全部集中在
and
祷
the
告，
passengers were all praying
所有
inside
的
his
乘客
bus.
都吓得要死，全部在
They
祷
were so
告，
scared, and they were all
因为
praying,
大家都在这祷告这个上帝耶和华，
and they
耶稣
called
基
on
督救命，
God,
每个都很认真
Jehovah,
的在祷
Jesus
告，希望
Christ.
不要出事。
They
最后
were
司机因
so
为这个因缘就上了天堂。
seriously praying, and because of that, the
当然，这种
driver
笑
went
话
to heaven.
是我现在是讲
Of
缘起，
course, that was a joke,
它的缘起就是这
but I am talking about start of affinity, and it's the same concept.
哎，刚刚我讲了，有一个牧师跟一个公车司机同时过世，但是公车的司机上了天堂，
Oh,
牧
I
师却下了
I
地狱。
already
牧师
told
一
this
生奉
joke.
献于教会，却下地狱。
So the
结得
priest
相
and the
当
driver
公平，
died together,
向
and
上
the
帝报
priest went to hell, and the driver
牧
went
师
to
讲
heaven.
主啊，
And
我
the
一生都
priest
奉献于教会，每个礼拜天都带着你
felt
的
it
信徒
unfair,
做
so
祷告。
complained to
为
God,
什么我却
Hey,
不
I
如
have
这个
dedicated my
公车
life
司机下了地狱呢？
as a priest, and I
上帝对他
always give sermon
对啊，
every week, but
就是因
why
为如此
I
你
went
才
to
下地
hell?
狱。你
And God
每周
replied,
的
and the
礼拜天
driver
都带着信
instead
徒
went
做
to
祷
heaven.
告、讲经，让
Yeah,
他们都往
that's the
在地
reason,
下睡
because
觉。
although you give
但是
sermon
公车
every
司
week,
机每天
but
在街
all
上
the
横
people
冲
were
直撞，
falling
他的
asleep.
乘客切身
But
真
the
的在祷告。
driver was driving recklessly, but all of his passengers were seriously, wholeheartedly praying.
这就缘起啊！
That is the start of affinity.
这世界上就有这种事情。一只狮子告一只斑马，
In life, this kind of things happen.
狮子对着斑马
The
跟法
lion
官讲：“斑马咬我，
sued the zebra and told the judge that the zebra bit me.
法官问
And the
斑马
judge asked
为什么会咬你？
zebra,
问狮子。
asked the
狮子
lion,
回答
why did zebra
我
bite
吃
you?
它的时候啊，它
And
反
the
抗，
lion
所以咬我。
replied, because when I was
法
eating
官
it,
说
it
斑马伤害狮子的罪名成立
rebelled and bite me back. So, and the judge decided that the case wins. So the
这个也
world
是一个
is
缘起。
unfair like this. And this is also about the start of affinity. Why did the zebra
因为
bite the lion?
狮子要吃斑马，
Because the lion
所以
wanted
它
to
就
bite
咬它一
zebra.
口啊。
So the zebra bit back.
那法官呢？
But the
我看
judge
也是恐龙法官。
must be a dinosaur judge.
那恐龙法官嘛，人家讲法官是恐龙，就是这个样子。说现在世界上很多不公平的事情，
Nowadays there are so many
让我们看
injustices
起来
in this
实在是
world.
不平。
In our views, it's unfair.
但是它有它的缘起，
However,
它有它的缘
there
起。
is a
你要注意
start
到
of affinity. You have to pay
为
attention
什
to
么你
that.
会受到不公平的待遇？
Why you have to endure such injustice? There is a reason to it.
我们谈到这个三世因果，佛教里面
When we
讲到
talk
三世因果
about karma,
为
cause
什么
and
我们
effect
认真地
from
工作，
the past lives,
却没有赚到什么钱？
like you work really hard but you
为什么
don't
有
earn
人不
much
必做
money?
什么事情，他就很多的
Why somebody
很多的钱
else
财就在他
doesn't
身上
do much but they have lots of money?
所以有时候我们不要怨天尤人。
That's sometimes there's no need to
所以
complain
呢，我们
and
今
be
天的修
resentful.
今天的修行很重
That's why our spiritual cultivation is extremely important. Every day, our practice, our Dharma practice, and our spiritual cultivations are very important. You don't need to desire something, but everything will come naturally. Actually, everything is fair. Why are you so ugly from birth? From birth until you're old, you're still ugly. Why some people are born very handsome, tall, and good looking? Grandmaster is not very tall. That's my biggest regret in this life. That's why I wear a higher heels. It's what is this called? But your wisdom is like a giant. So just comforting yourself. The person who made these shoes for me is a physical therapist who helped me make these shoes. And he's also my disciple. Grandmaster Lu, this is the greatest pain of Grandmaster Lu is that he is short. So he made these shoes for me. So these shoes were made by a physical therapist. It's about 10 centimeters. It's no big deal. But this is the biggest pain of my life. What's the reason? Why am I so short? Talking about the real reason is I was born when my mother was 7 months pregnant. So most babies were born at their 9th or 10th month, but 7th for me. And it was during the end of the World War II, 1945. There was no milk, no formulas, no milk powder. So being born prematurely, I only ate some rice gruel. So the rice ground it into powder. That's all I ate. There was no other food. So I did not have enough before birth and not enough after birth. So my cells were all short. So this is my pain from my life. So since birth. However, I also created karma in my past lives. What kind of karma? One life, I was a monk wanting to build a pagoda. Typically, there are 7 layers of a pagoda. And in Japan, there are 5 layers. In China, 9 or 7 layers pagoda. And for each pagoda, I took a little bit. Although there are 7 layers or 9 layers, I make it shorter. slightly
偷
shorter.
一些水泥的钱，
So I corrupted a
不
little
做
bit.
到那么高，
So I didn't
你
build
偷
it
别
as
人
tall.
一点点，
Even by stealing a
你下
little
一辈
bit,
子转世你就会矮一点点。
and in the next life, then you would be shorter.
你一看因果，就是因果
That's
利益
cause and effect,
你既然偷了，
one
偷
after
工减
another.
料了，
So
你
if
的
you
人也会
stole
偷工减
or
料，
you
你就个
corrupt,
子矮一点，
then you would be shorter.
这个也是缘起啊。
That's also start
所以我
of
们讲缘起
affinity.
必须要讲到。
So in talking about start of affinity, we have to talk about this.
你看这个也是缘起。我是不爱喝酒的，只是我很重视朋友，但我的朋友都爱喝酒，
I don't like to
所以
drink,
我不能没有
but
朋友。
I respect
我
my
从来
friends,
爱喝酒，
and my friends love to drink. And in order to respect my friends,
这个就是
I
缘
also
起
love
啊。
to drink. So that's the start of affinity.
所以我们小的时候交朋友要小心一点。
Therefore, when you were young,
酒肉朋友，
when you
你就
make
不能
friends,
酒
you want to be careful,
你讲
because
你交到有义
friends
气的朋友，那恭喜你，
enjoy.
那是真正的朋友。
That's only friends having fun. But if you have a righteous friends, that
妻
they
子
are your
很
true
愤怒地
friends.
跟丈夫讲，
The
为
wife
什
is
么你
very
偷看我的
angry
日记？
and told the husband, "Why
丈
did you
夫
peek
伤
at my
口确实
diary?"
半天才说，
And the husband
你是怎么
was
知道？
speechless for a long time, and
妻
then
子
finally
声
said, "How
色
did you
俱
know?"
厉地说，
And the
因
wife
为
was
我
really
刚刚
angry
看
and
了
said,
你的日记，
"Because I just read
上
your
面写着
diary,
你昨
and
天
it was
偷看我的
written
日
that
记。
you looked at my diary yesterday."
这个就是缘起。
This is also start of affinity.
知道对不对？所以很多
Right.
事情呢，佛教本身来讲讲缘起，
So, in Buddhism, we talk about
最后
start of
讲
affinity,
缘起性空，缘起性空。
and
因为
eventually
缘起到最后
we say
它的原来
that
的开始
the
也是空的。
intrinsic
到最后
nature
就
of
提到缘起
affinities
性
are
空，这是
empty.
最高的境界，就是它已经
That is the highest realm,
一切都是缘
that you
起，
have gained
而
aligned
缘起的最上面是
enlightenment,
空，
that everything is the start of affinities,
这是
and at the utmost, the start of affinity is also intrinsically empty. So Buddhism talks about this concept.
我们今天呢，刚刚讲地藏王菩萨，地藏王菩萨他是一个很精进的菩萨。
Today we talk about
那
Kstigharba
你只要是
Bodhisattva,
精
and
进
he
的
is a
菩萨
very diligent
你只要
Bodhisattva.
很精进的，
As long as you are very diligent, as long as you're very diligent in
你就能够
painting
画
and you
到一
paint
千张。
one every day, then you can also produce 5,000 paintings.
那你很精进的写作，
You're very diligent
你
in
就能够写
writing,
到277
then you
本
can write
书
up to 277 books.
那你只要很精进的修行，
If you're very diligent in your spiritual cultivation,
每天不管怎么样子，
every day,
你一定要修
no matter what, you do your practice. You meditate, you enter into samadhi.
入我，我入，我入本尊，
You
本尊入
always
我。
have to perform that. You enter into yidam, the yidam enters into me,
你每
and
天
you
有
would
这样子做，
feel the spiritual experiences, and if you do it every day, then you would have the attainment of the yidam, for sure. Definitely.
那么你的这种精进的这种精神，
So this kind of spirit of diligence is the start of affinity for your future attainments, for your attainments in the future. We are very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teachings. We have several announcements. Tomorrow, Sunday at 3 p.m., there will be Medicine Buddha Homa fire offering ceremony at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington, and the corresponding empowerments will be conferred afterwards. Before the Homa, starting at 1:30, there will be the book reading of His Holiness books led by Vajramaster Silian on book number 675, An Overview of Buddha Dharma. There will be direct webcasts both in Chinese and English. And for this year's annual Spring Blessing Ceremony will be held on February 1st, Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington. For the first time, His Holiness will transmit the Dharma practice of Ishi Jogal, the Lady of the Lotus Born. She is considered to be the first woman who has attainment in Tibet, and she exposed her spiritual journey from being a disciple to ultimately having attainments and becoming a guru. And the following day, on February 2nd, Sunday, there would be a day tour to Point Defiance in Tacoma, to the aquarium and zoo there. And if you're interested to join, please make sure that you register beforehand or as soon as possible, because space is limited. And from February 3rd to 4th, there would be a workshop for Dharma propagators also at the Rainbow Temple. And we hope that you all will register. And for the year 2020, if your Chinese zodiac is rat and horse, or secondarily rabbits and rooster, you may want to register yourself for the protection of the planet ruler. You can register in person or online. Now we'll be chanting Buddha Amitabha.
阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛。
请新皈依者到坛城前长跪，恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛为新皈依者
We
做
are
皈依
inviting
冠
any
礼。
of you who would like to take refuge to please come forward to the center of the temple and personally receive refuge initiation from our lineage root Guru. If you're not present in person and would like to take refuge, you may send a letter to Buddha Foundation in Redmond, Washington.
Om Guru Liên San Xi Di Hong. 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 Om
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛加持
Invite
大
His
悲咒
Holiness
水
to
及为
bless the
佛
great
像
compassion
开
holy
光。
water and to consecrate Buddha images.
莲山西地吽，咕噜莲山西地吽，吽咕噜莲山西地吽，吽咕噜莲山西地吽。Om Guru Liên San Xi Di Hong. Om 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 Guru Liên San Xi Di Hong. Om
西地红，红姑娘念山西地红，红姑娘念山西地红。请大家起立做大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽。二拜诸菩萨。嗡啊吽。三拜诸护法金刚。嗡啊吽。四平等一起手。同修会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母仁波切诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.